I am currently as a senior analyst of the privilege access management of the BeyondTrust. There is I have for 5 years plus experience, and I am the privilege access management, and I have already implementations, administration, and deployments parts done in the last 5 years, and I have completed many of the projects. Beyond Trust scopes demo are like below of the scopes, all of that administrator task and as well as a deployment task as well. There's the BeyondInsight installation, and after that, the functional account and the password policy. And that after coming to discovering and adding systems, smart rules and discovery queries. The smart rules is used for the conditioning for if and then conditions we have to be write into the PAM, and the directory queries from the we are writing the directory query to getting the all of the accounts from the respective trusted source, and onboarding systems like we have the onboarding system like Windows servers, Linux, and after that we have getting the uh, network devices as well, and after some of the websites, applications, some of the systems we have to be onboard into the PAM. After that, we have to manage for those onboard system to manage their accounts to getting the RDP for those onboard systems. After that, we have to be able to access policy for the end users, and after we have to use from users to some groups and mapping them, and we have to be workflow like requesting, approving, and doing access. And one more, the dedicated admin account use case is the most useful, and managing service and database accounts and configuring applications is used into the PAM. There is a one more thing which can adding the advanced configurations in PAM as well. There is a course outline which we have to be learned in this course. There is a BeyondInsight uh, configuration, uh, like when we are installing a BeyondInsight, it's a lot of things we need to be learned for the Windows servers, and after that we have to learn about the network configuration as well. And after that we have creating for the functional account. What are the functional account is? The functional account we are using for the rotate the password of the managed accounts, which we have already linked or managed with onboarding system. After that, the password policy. When the password policy used, the when accounts are using into the for accessing the managed systems. After that, the password will be rotated. And after that, the password will be rotated. Each type of password should be insert into the account. There is a called password policy, and it's like how many letters, numbers, symbols, and etc. we are using into the PAN. There is a password policy. After that, the discovering and adding system. Discovering means we have to scan those assets and system from the PAM. When scan all of those systems and servers from the PAM, PAM got the PAM know about the systems for all of those assets, and after that we have to managing into the PAM. It's called the managed system. After that, we have to be write those smart rules. After that, we have to be write after smart rules. Smart rules like we have to be conditioning for if and else, if and then. So if and then, when we are the condition is right, after that we have to be taken action of that, which we have to be learning into the in this course. And the directory queries, uh, as I said before, directory queries for we have to using the fetch the account from trusted source, and onboarding system, that is the same things about we are using to into the discovery. After discovering, we are to onboarding systems into the pack. Onboarding the manage account. When we are scanning the systems or assets, it gives the all of the ports, users, accounts, services as well, and some database and some information to be get from the assets. When we are getting all of the assets from PAM, and we have some accounts we have to be managing to the PAM. So we are those managed accounts. We are linked to the managed system, and after that we have taken those accounts as a login into that system, and we are monitoring as well there, creating access policy. So, okay, access policy is like how much time we need to be getting access. Uh, Someone says we can be get access from so office hours like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We can create access policy. After 6 p.m., it can be go to the approval request approvals. Okay. Next thing, the mapping and users in group. Okay. End users like after the end users, they can access the RDP of those managed account and groups. We can also give to the smart groups and give the access of those groups to taking the all of those assets and manage system into the PAM. Requesting approval and viewing. There's a requesting is a requesting by the end users, approving by the one manager living approving, and the viewing is a auditing purpose, which can they can see the all of the RTPs and the sessions will be monitoring via viewing. Map dedicated admin account. Dedicated admin accounts, which is very useful into the BT PAM. BeyondTrust give the dedicated admin accounts use case because of the some of the users need admin account rights, and they need to perform the administrative task into the into the systems. That's why we have to be creating those account as a admin account, and we have to be onboarded into the PAM, and after that we have to be mapped with those users which who has already into the account is a dedicated admin account. We have uh, already have this use case, and we can achieve into the lab as well. After that, managing service account. There is a lot of the service running into the systems, like when we are opening the okay, when we are opening a task manager. So task manager has a different service. So that's why we can be using that service for the opening the task manager. Like most of the services may be used for the stop restarting, as well as we can be managed for service can be managed by the plan, not the service but the service account. We can be so into the lab as well. Managing database account, after that we can be configured uh, database. Database can be managed into the PAM. There are a lot of the database we can be managed into the PAM. We can use as a application based. After that, the database is multiple database like MS SQL, Oracle, and a lot of things. After that, configuring the applications. Uh, most of the applications we can be configuring into the PAM, like applications like we can be say that the T-Cloud application as SMS. That's the most useful things into the PAM. And Beyond Trust is also is a full of the configuring in on SSMS. We can be say we can see all of these things in our lab. And Appendix A is a DSS key authentication. There is a DSS key authentication is a powerful tool for the Linux. When we are using this DSS key authentication, there are the two keys: is a public key and a private key. We are putting the public key into the particular account, and after that we have to create into the PAM manage account as the same name of that account. We have to put the DSS key at a private key, and after that we are to taking the sessions from the PAM. It will be take uh, for that. authentication using that key. So we don't need to be put any password or etc. into the for that account. Appendix B, configure the web applications. So web applications like we have the hitting the URLs, any login page, like we can be set as a manually, or it we can be set as a automatically, like we can be implement into the PAM as well. There is a lot of thing course outline. We can already uh, achieve these use cases and we have performed in our lab as well. After that, it's the architecture of the password safe. There is a lot of things you can see here. First of all, I am starting from the BeyondInsight management console. This is a main component of that password safe. Okay, there is a this, there is a center one is a BeyondInsight management console. He has a center policy and manager engine. There is a both of this is a main component for the BeyondInsight management console. Because of all of these things are connected with the SQL server database. And the SQL server database is not only another database, they are using only and only SSMS. After that, he is connected with password safe. And password safe will be taking all of the RDPs of Linux, Microsoft, Windows, etc. And we have to be here see it as a terminal service. The terminal service is a nothing but he is a terminal server. We can say the RDS server, remote desktop server. So we have to creating this server and publish the application. So we can take the application as a uh, we can take the application as a RDP from the PAM. After that, when we are taking all of these things, we first of all we need to be scan those assets. So here is you can see that here is a lot of the port numbers are required for we are scanning the all of the assets, right? And after that there is a one more thing. When we are installing the PAM, there is a update server which we can use for updating our PAM. Here is the basic console. When we are not when the end user is coming from here, is coming from here to be directly not going to here. When end user is coming to directly into the password safe, and he is going to directly take a session for all of these servers. There is a main architecture of this password safe. We can also configuring for email notification SMTP for the security purpose. So if then any malicious activities uh, performed by end user, so it will be goes to the email to directly BeyondInsight administrator, which we have to be configured into the PAN. After that, some add-on topics we have. We can see that there is an advanced BeyondTrust configurations, some advanced use cases we have to be performed. And after that, the integration BeyondTrust with SIM system. There is a SIM system means the security information and event manager. When we are taking to SIM into the BeyondTrust already give SIM system all of these connectors using that. And after that, we can via SIM using we have sending all of the logs files to that particular server, so they can monitoring for the all of the assets and the last login, last updating, last sessions. They can see that on the via SIM. Beyond trust best practice is we have to be use a maximize we have to be use administrative task, and we have to be follow the user guide as well. Beyond trust in compliance, there is some compliance requirements such as the GDPR and HIPAA, and many more. Beyond Trust reporting and analytics. That is the more major things for using for uh, SIEM as well. There is a Beyond Trust own SIEM. We can say that reporting and analytics is the main major thing. So we can be any task we can be performed into the Beyond Trust. The Beyond Trust has a generating for all of these things reports, and we can analyze those reports. So we can configure how we can configure which type of assets, which type of managed system, which type of accounts, which type of activity performed by a user, how many users are active into the PAM, how many accounts I use into the PAM. There's a lot of things we can generate to report and analytics, all of these things. Uh, some projects are done by PAM. So here is some projects we have already done into the PAM, and BT is given to all of these projects completely, and there is a large development project we have to be followed by, and we are completing on time as well. When we are going to the lab setup, there's a lab setup purpose, hardware requirements, some network configuration requirement, some we need the files of the Beyond Trust software as well, and the configuration. So we can say that the virtualization as well, network configuration, and the Beyond Trust installation is required for lab setup. We have already set up uh, the lab, and we can say we can also perform all of the tasks in our lab. There is a lab activity which already we have before this. We can say that we already saw that in our scope of and outlines as well. Some additional resources provided by BeyondTrust. BeyondTrust give the websites, and there is a documentation and guides and updates some news, and a knowledge base is a give to guide for troubleshooting, and some articles to be troubleshooting for the some errors, issues, etc. Community forums, video tutorials, customer supports, and training courses, product updates, and user guides. All of these things provided by the BT. You can reach out to BT Beyond Trust Password Safe portal, and you can get all of these things on that portal like that. Some mock interview questions which are uh, asking by the interviewers, and there is a major questions are asked by the interviewers. So here is five types questions we have already mentioned. First is explain the key benefits of implementing Beyond Trust in privilege access management strategy. How does it enhance security compared to traditional methods? Okay, um, there is a few points we can be mentioned as a simple words. First of all, we can manage all of these servers. We can session monitoring as well, and we have analytics. So after that, we can be there's small major things we can be add into this question answer. Can you walk second question? Can you walk me through the process of configuring access policy in Beyond Trust? Provide an example of a scenario where custom access policy would be necessary. Okay, there is an access policy which have to be used for the taking access for managed system. When we are creating the access policy, if the access policy is give the approval of a 24 by x7, okay, 24 by 7. When give 24 by 7, all of the end users taking the session via PAM for day and night. If we, that's why it's necessary. The office work they don't need to be auto approved. we have to be give at least one approve or two approve as per the client requirement. Describe the recent security incident where BeyondTrust played a crucial role in preventing authorized access of privilege or privilege escalation, where the key component of its success the is that incident. Currently, I was for the last 5 years, as per my experience, there is no preventing some threats when the BT is coming into this uh, market. There's a BT is going to on high level to give the privilege and monitoring as well. That's why the no preventing authorized access. Unauthorized access is preventing by the Beyond Trust. The fourth question, Beyond Trust is known for its integration capability with other security tools and platforms. Can you provide an example of a full form integration you have implemented, and how did it enhance your organization overall security posture? There is integration capability, security tools. Beyond Trust is a known as a integration capabilities of tools and platforms. So we can integration implement like we can implement Windows, Linux, and databases and URLs. There's a we can say that like websites. So there is an enhance our organizational. That's why. And fifth question, in a complex enterprise environment, managing privilege accounts can be challenging. And how would we use Beyond Trust to streamline the management of service account and ensure compliance with security policies? Okay, when the Beyond Trust is streamlined for the management, there is a service account which we are managing into the PAM and the compliance security policy. For that purpose, someone is going. Uh, okay, I'm giving to someone example for that. Okay, some end user is going to do that server and changing into that service, and the service is going to be down, and he unknown about that. When the service is has a has a one account, and after that that account permission give that service to restart, start, or stop as well. If that service has no account, so service can be start, restart, stop by any user. That's why we can be manage the service account for this particular service. There are all of these small question answers which I have already tell you, and there is a major thing have to be uh, we have to be focused on that beyond trust to implementation and deployment part as well.